Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima and you're watching us on Entri channel. So this video has been made keeping in mind the news event that has recently occurred, that is oil discovery in West Bengal has been confirmed by the ministry. So there was this news had come out in 2018 that there was a possibility of an oil reserve in West Bengal, but that was not confirmed yet as to whether it is a category 1 or it is something which cannot be usefully extracted. So whenever any reserve is found, there are two possibilities. One is that there is enough reserve that if we invest money, at least the results are going to be profitable. That is, there's going to be enough amount of extraction. Or there's a second possibility that there is an oil reserve or any other reserve, maybe a mineral reserve, but it does not have that quantity that when all the refinery process is done or the processing is done, after that there's going to be sufficient amount that the profits can be earned out of that. Right. So I'll explain to you in the upcoming video that how we decide whether it is going to be or not going to be profitable, what are the processes in that, and how this oil discovery is going to affect India or the trading of India as of now. Right. Second part of this video is going to cover about the seismic survey in Mahanadi Basin. So as of now, this is the most recent one that the oil discovery happened, but there is also a seismic survey that is being conducted, and this seismic survey is to find out any other oil reserve in the Mahanadi Basin. Right. So this is basically initiated in Mahanadi Basin, but this is not the only place where the survey is going to be happening. There are all the possible places over there the seismic survey is going to take place, and we are going to find a possible new sources of oil in India. Right. So stay tuned, watch the video so that you get to know about both of these news events in a bit of details. Right. So first of all, where has this oil reserve been found? That we will come to know once we have a look at the map. So first of all, who is the Union Petroleum Minister? He's a very important person as of now because of these oil reserves and surveys that are going on. So the Union Minister is Dharmendra Pradhan. And the place where this reserve in West Bengal has been found is North 24 Paraganas, which is in Ashoknagar. So you might find places that it is in Ashoknagar. So in Ashoknagar, this is North 24 Paraganas in West Bengal. So you can see right over here, this is the West Bengal region of India, and over here in this region, which is somewhere close to the border of Bangladesh, is the place where North 24 Paraganas is there. Now this is a border place. As I told you, this place shares the border with Bangladesh. So there are certain inter-border or inter-territorial issues that also come in news from North 24 Paraganas, which is why this remains in news for that perspective also, immigrations and stuff of those sorts. Then first of all, who has given this report? So this report was given by ONGC, or the confirmation of this has been given by ONGC. The speculations of the oil possibility, as I told you, were released in 2018 when there were possible sources or possible positions when this oil had been discovered, or there were chances of oil presence. Along with West Bengal, there were possibilities of MP or Madhya Pradesh also. That is, when the news had come out, it was come out that Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal, both of them have potential new sedimentary basins. Now, where was it in Madhya Pradesh? In Madhya Pradesh, it was in Vindhya basins. In Vindhya Basin was in Madhya Pradesh, and in West Bengal it was in Ashoknagar, right? So there have been, a drilling of the places to find out where these reserves are, and are these going to be helpful or not. So ONGC has it for as of now, but somewhere it has to go for checking or reviewing. So for reviewing purpose, the Haldia refinery is the place where the samples of the oil from this particular well have been sent. Right. Now, as of now, oil extraction, as we can say in India, happens only in Assam. Assam is the first place, or you can say Assam is the first state or first place in whole of Asia where the oil extraction or oil wells were put up. Right. So this was the first place, and that was in Djibouti. Bauti in Assam is the place where the first oil reserves were discovered, and after that, now as of now, also only in Assam it is happening. Now, when this is confirmed in West Bengal, this is going to be the only second place where the extraction happens. Now, refineries, I didn't say that these are the refineries because there are many refineries in India. Here is a map of major refineries. Now, this is the Haldia refinery where the samples have been sent so that we can find out whether it is going to be a profitable extraction or not. What do you mean what do I mean when I say profitable extraction? Now, whenever any mineral or any oil or crude oil is extracted, when we extract, suppose 100 liters of it, we are going to refine it. We are going to carry out, filtration of it, and there's going to, fractional filtration is going to happen, and various processes for extraction of the materials from crude oil is going to happen. Now, after the extraction and refinery processes are done, maybe there is a possibility that out of this the waste is more. If there is about 40% waste and 60% comes out to be something useful, maybe petroleum jelly can be extracted, or LPG can be extracted, or petrol can be extracted, diesel can be extracted. So whatever it is, it causes 60%, 40% goes to waste. That is a profitable one still because it has 60%. Now, in 60%, if there is more petroleum, more profitable. If it's more petroleum jelly, it's not going to be that, or it completely depends on the products that are going to come out. Right. So after extraction, what amount of products are coming out, and in this amount, what is the percentage of all the petroleum product or the crude oil products that are going to be found? That determines whether it is going to be helpful extraction or not helpful. That is whether we are just wasting our money in that extraction or we are going to get some profits out of it. So this is Haldia refinery where the samples have been set. Apart from that, this is Numaligarh, Guwahati, Bongaon, Digbauti, and then we have Paradeep, Tatipaka, Vizag, Chennai, uh, Narimanam, Kochi, Mangalore, Mumbai. We have both for Mumbai, Bharat and HP. And then we have RIL, that is Reliance Industries Limited. And then we have Vidyanagar, Jamnagar, Koyali, Boral, and Mathura and Panipat and Bhatinda. These are the places where the refineries of India are as of now in India, and Baruni too. Now, over here you can see that most of the refineries are near the sea. See, all along the coastline, we have refineries somewhere or the other all along the coastline. Right? Major ones are along the coastline. Why? Because the more extraction is near or in the sea of petroleum rather than on lands. As of now, the reserves or oil reserves are more near the sea or in the sea. So whenever we are extracting from the sea, it is going to be closer. That is the reason, and that's the only reason why the most refineries are along the border. You must know about these refineries, especially because of the event being in news, basically. Right? Now, when we have extractions, as I told you, there are extractions which are beneficial, extractions which are not beneficial, right? So there are 26 sedimentary basins in India as of now, and they have been divided into 4 or 5 categories according to how much extraction usually comes out. So whenever a new well is identified or a new position is identified, it goes into the either of the category, which determines whether for what purpose that well is going to be useful. Category 1 is the best category, and in that only 7 out of 26 sedimentary basins are there. So what are the 4 basins then? First of all, we talk about category 1. Now in category 1, the basins are basically, I'll just open this map for you, right? So in category 1, what are the basins or the areas, and then I'll tell you what is special about it, right? So when we talk about basins, we have Cambay, Assam Shelf, Bombay Offshore, Krishna, Godavari, Kaveri, Assam Arkan, and Rajasthan. These are the places which come under category 1 basin, and they are the ones which are for commercial purpose. That is, when extraction happens, it gives great profits on commercial basis. So category 1 is good for commercial extraction. Right. Next comes basin 2. Basin 2 is for basically Kutch, Andaman and Nicobar, Mahanadi and northeast coast, which we have seen also. That is Mahanadi and northeast coast. That also comes under category 2. Over here, hydrocarbon accumulation is there, but there has been no certain extraction possible out of it. That is, hydrocarbon pressure is being created, hydrocarbon is present, because we all know petroleum is formed because when the pressure from above is created on all the dead plants and animals, they are creating on the pressure is created via land, and soon after the decomposition and stuff, then it gets converted to petroleum or coal, right? So, as of now, there have been hydrocarbons present in the category 2, but we do not have any such extraction as of now. Then we have category 3, which is Himalayan foreland, Ganga, Vindhya, Saurashtra, Kerala, Konkan, Mahanadi has been moved to category 2, and Bengal. So, what are these basins about? Now, over here, hydrocarbons are there, and they are being considered because of the geological aspect that is happening around. That is, what kind of geology is around, and are they going to be affected by it, and how is it going to be affected? Accordingly, they have been put into category 3. They have good amount of hydrocarbons, no doubt, right? Next, fourth basin, or the fourth category, Karwa, Narmada, Deccan, Bhima, Bastar, Chhattisgarh, Kudafa, Spiti, Zanskar, Satpura. These are the ranges over here. There's very uncertainty in the potential of hydrocarbons that are present over here, right? According to the basins of the world, we are not sure whether they are going to be helpful to us or not. So it is kind of uncertain category over here. We are not sure of whether they are going to be helpful or they are going to even develop as of such, right? So these are the four categories which are present in India for the sedimentary basins, right? So that is about this place about the oil extraction that we could tell you. The second news event that we have is about a seismic survey that is going on in India. So what is the seismic survey about? What happens when a seismic survey is taking place? Now, in seismic survey, just let me change the color. All right. So what happens? We send some sound waves down the water or down the source that we are expecting, and then those waves are reflected back, right, to the surface. And on the surface, we have a cable of sound sensors which senses to what amplification the receiving part of the sound is. So there is a source, that is air guns. They are shot, and then they are received by the sound sensors. And according to the sensors, what kind of amplifications have been received, from what angle have they been deflected, all of these tell us that what is down inside, where be the seabed, what is on the seabed, what is going to be inside that, where are the possible increments of from where we can go inside of those places. That is what seismic survey. So we can determine whether we have rock boulders downside, we have a volcano developing downside, or we have a very huge, sedimentary rock being developed, or mine, or we can not mine exactly, but diamond reserves or anything of that sort we can expect via these seismic sounds. So seismic survey is being conducted, right? So where is it going to be conducted? It is going to be conducted in Mahanadi Basin. Now Mahanadi is kind of an important and known as lifeline of Chhattisgarh, as we say. So where does it flow from? It flows in MP, it flows in Chhattisgarh, and it flows in Odisha. Right, basin is in Odisha, but it flows from MP and Chhattisgarh. And for Chhattisgarh, it is the lifeline of Chhattisgarh. This river is known as lifeline of Chhattisgarh. This river also has a dam called Hirakund Dam built over it, or reservoir built over it. Now, over here, there is going to be a seismic survey conducted by, or was launched in Mahanadi Basin by Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. And the expectation, or we can say the input, first of all, input is 220 crores. And the expectation, this is the expected cost. And the expectation is that, as we had seen, that it has been moved to second category. That is, there are hydrocarbons present. So we are testing on to whether it is going to be a helpful extraction if we go down inside and bring it up. Right, National Seismic Program was launched in 2016, and its major purpose is to find out those oil reserves and find whether they are more extractable and profitable, so that India's imports go down and exports rise a bit. As of now, India's imports are a lot much. The graph of India's imports have been going very high when it comes to crude oil, and the production. you can say, of India, domestic production is going down because the current wells in India, they are going old. And once the old wells are going old, that means that their extraction has nearly been complete. The reserves might be going off or vanishing off as of now, and therefore we're not getting the good results as of now. Right, Mahanadi is the eighth largest basin in the country, and it comes under the major category. That is the second category. That means we are expecting a huge lot out of it. If it comes out, if both of these, that is the Mahanadi basin testing and the West Bengal well, both come out to be a good one, it is going to be a good push for India, because we might somewhere increase our production or domestic production, which will bring down the imports to a certain level, not completely bring down and will be profitable as such, but it is going to comparatively bring it down, which will help India in developing itself and putting in those amounts to the betterment of the country. Right, so that is the purpose why this is such a huge news and such a huge expectations have been put up out of it. Right, so over here, that's me signing off. Thank you so much, and I hope this video was helpful to all of you. Do like the video, share the video, and comment on how you like it. If you have any doubts, you can comment on the video, and your doubts will be attended as and so whenever possible. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day ahead, and do subscribe to the channel for more such videos.